Well, hello there, ladies. I don't know. According to this, a lot of you are actually still in the room, but my computer just booted me out and said I wasn't allowed to speak anymore. So we'll pick up where we've left off. My apologies. I'm not sure what happened there. I was trusting that the internet was actually awesome here. So anyway, a little bit of a hiccup. Gave me time to have a drink of water anyway. So where was I? I was introducing the beautiful Chris Emery. So what Chris shared in her interview with me was really understanding the process behind the Art of Elegant Sales Conversations has given her the confidence to not only put herself out there more often, but also to have a process where she's not talking to tire kickers. She knows exactly what she's selling. She knows exactly the process to go through. And this is actually already, just in that short amount of time that we've worked together, actually completely changed her business because of the fact that she actually, I'm just trying to think of Chris's actual words. She very much knows this stuff so much that her conviction in her ability to sell, but also her ability to actually help people, has really skyrocketed because it's just given her the framework to share her brilliance with the world. So it's really exciting to see how much this can change someone's business. Now, the next step during a sales conversation is in BS masculine salesy smarmy land called assuming the close. Now, assuming the close, I would actually much prefer to say it like this. This is a picture of my beautiful outdoor table where I live, and just in the distance, actually, I didn't move the photo up enough. In the distance, you can see the beautiful Glasshouse Mountains up on the Sunshine Coast hinterland. And one of the things that I often think about in a sales conversation is that I would like the person to feel as comfortable on the phone with me actually assuming the close, for want of a better term, than what they would if they were sitting on my back veranda having a cup of tea. That's my standard of energy that I want to bring to a sales conversation at all times. So I kind of feel like assuming the close is something more so like this. And this is not what I actually say. This is what I feel. Hey, honey, you're stuck right now. I can help you get unstuck and move towards your desires. I'm offering to help. We both know that I can absolutely help. Again, I'm convinced and you're convinced. And you want to be open to this new reality. So, of course, you're in. Now, that's what I go into a sales conversation believing. Now, that may not be what actually ends up happening. The person can still say no, absolutely. But it means that you're speaking with conviction and just love for the person in front of you, deep respect. But the assuming the close looks like this, and it's something that is gobsmackingly good at converting sales conversations, but in a very gentle way. So one of the things that I used to say with my Trailblazer is the way that we get started is just to book in your VIP half day, take the first payment, and I send out your client agreement. I open up Thursdays in my calendar for these VIP days. Actually, it used to be Wednesday. I have two available in the next little one. One is this date and one is that date. So say Wednesday the 15th and Wednesday the 29th. Which one would you prefer to put a tentative hold on whilst you feel through your decision? So you're not assuming the person will definitely say yes, but you're giving them a clear next step invitation. The next step is mind a session, look at the client agreement, pay the first payment, and then we go ahead from there. So you're telling them very clearly what the next step is. Now, often in a sales conversation, because we're so worried about saying the price, we then don't actually offer the person the next step. Also, of course, you're always going to say to someone, do you have any questions? Now, this big thing called objections, which is always part of sales training, which I think is, it's necessary, but it's not actually very often that you will have them. If you make a clear offer, if you pre-frame your expertise and set clear intentions, only doing the sales conversation with your ideal client, you should have very few objections. I honestly do not have very many objections at all these days, because really your whole sales conversation is about ticking off the potential objections as we go along. Having said that, find yourself someone who wants to be a pain in the butt and actually use them as your practice sales conversation. So my husband Shane loves to challenge the status quo. Maybe that's why we get along so well. And he took great joy in being my pain in the butt sales conversation. So I would do a full run through of a sales conversation and I'd say, and so do you have any questions? And he'd go, nah, don't have time to do this. And then the next time he'd go, nah, can't see the value in that. Why would I give you $5,000 to do that when I can get it down the road for $100? Nah, don't know whether it'll work for me. Nah, it's not going to work. And so I know they're extreme examples, but really, when you can get good at role-playing a sales conversation and having someone be a pain in the butt potential client and actually be able to say, well, actually, and dealing with those objections, that's a real skill, and it's something that gives you an immense sense of calm and confidence going into a sales conversation. Excuse me, another water break. And then the next step is sometimes people will have no objections and want to sign up straight away. And actually that quite often happens when you do a sales conversation in a gentle way, because you've let people have their guard down. They really understand what it's costing them. They really understand what they really desire, and they're ready to take action with you. So that's when you actually describe, again, step by step, what happens next. Remember, this is all new to the person in front of you. So for me, it's send the client agreement, take the first client appointment, that should be, not agreement, confirm the first appointment, and send a welcome pack. So I always send a little gifty out to my new clients. So it could be a copy of my book or a candle, or what else have I sent? Cacao coconut butter, or all sorts of things, a journal, a nice pen, whatever it is. But you want to send something that says, you know, congratulations on investing in yourself, let's get this party started. So really setting the scene. Now, on the other hand, someone may want to feel through the decision. I actually feel that this is very okay. I don't agree that you need to close a sale at the time. Excuse me one moment. Goodness me, I have a little frog. So one of the things that I always say when someone says this is just trust your gut. If you think that they're saying they need time because they need more information, circle back and give them more information. Or say to them, is there something else that I can help you get clarity on right now? Now, you don't have to do it in a salesy way. You don't have to do it in a hardcore way. Just do it in a generosity, I'm here to serve you type of energy. Now, is there something else that I can help you clarify? Is there something that you're concerned about? Is there something that I can, whatever, give you clarity about? But sometimes people just, whoopsie, sorry, went too far. People just need more time. So be okay with that. So I would always say to people, look, if you'd prefer to think about it, let's just book in your half day for your VIP session or whatever it is that's the first step so that it's in my calendar, because they do fill up. And that's not bullshit, that's fact. And then you can actually just have the time that you'd like. When would you like me to get back in touch with you? And you actually book in a follow-up phone call or meeting, whatever it needs to be, and book it in as an appointment. It's not a, oh, I'll call you back on Monday to check in, because that's asking for someone to not answer the phone, to not be engaged with speaking to you, etc., etc. You don't want that. What you want is people knowing that on Tuesday at 10 o'clock you're ringing back to answer any questions and to go ahead with their, you know, whatever the next step is. They might say no, they might say yes, and that's all good. The other thing that I'd really say here is that you ideally would like to be making that phone call within 48 hours, because the longer you leave it, the more likely it is for someone to say no, but you also don't want to pressure people. I myself need time to process information and to process, actually to feel into my intuition if something's right for me. So be respectful of other people's need to do that. Now, obviously, depending on what type of business you're in, that may not be necessary, because you might have a very short version of a sales conversation to book someone in for a personal training session or a makeup or whatever. So it may not be something that you need to do, but just keep in mind that if you are selling higher value packages or programs, that you do need to give people the ability to have time. Again, you want to finish off the sales conversation by being warm and positive and welcoming. So I always say, thank you so much for your time. I'd really love getting to know you, and I'd love to be on your success team moving forward. So just reiterate to them that you are choosing them as a client. Now, on the other foot, if they're not a good match, you need to be okay saying that. Please don't sign people just because you need clients. You need to be deeply respectful of your time and also other people's energy and time and commitment, and just be upfront and say, look, at this stage I don't feel like you're a good match for any of my programs. A good starting point would be, now obviously a starting point might be someone else. It might be, for me, I actually refer to other coaches quite a lot, actually, in this stage of my business, because I don't actually do much one-on-one work. But I do know that sometimes when I'm talking to someone, they don't actually need one of my programs. They need some short, sharp mindset work for 3 or 4 sessions. And so I refer them to someone for that. It may be that I refer them to a book or someone else's program. So just be okay with being the person who just connects people to the next step. It's okay. When you operate from a sense of generosity in that space, business actually becomes much more soulful and much more calm. And when you are open to actually giving away, or not giving away, but letting go potential clients, you're actually making space for the right people anyway. After the sales conversation, it is extremely important for you to deliver what you say you're going to. I know that sounds very flipping obvious, but it is extremely important to deliver what you say. So do what you're saying to do. Be solid, be sure, be connected. And afterwards, make sure you are doing your follow-up call. Again, prepare and practice non-attachment. So the art of elegant selling in a nutshell: no pushing, no manipulation, no obligation, definitely not. The art of elegant selling is about feminine magnetism, soulful attraction, simplicity, and ease. And it is absolutely okay for your business and your life to be easy. Isn't that a new way of thinking? So let's go in summary, and I want to do this fairly quickly because I'm very aware that the time is ticking away. Beforehand, you need to have a clear message, a clear offer, make an invitation, have boundaries, have a process and a framework, and be prepared. During, you need to welcome, claim your expertise, talk about the desired reality, the right now reality, activate the gap, invite to your solution, present your offer, and offer the next steps. Afterwards, you need to follow up, follow through, and invite soulful success. And again, cue dancing. Okay, another little client spotlight. Meet Sylvia Chechia. She is someone who I introduced a little while ago in the presentation, was a bookkeeper and now has emerged out of her cocoon as a financial empowerment expert. She's incredibly passionate about teaching women entrepreneurs the inner game and outer game of mastering their money. Inner game meaning beliefs and blocks and all the yicky stuff that we have about not accepting our worth, etc., etc. And all the outer stuff, like the bookkeeping, like the having good cash flow, like the understanding how to read all of your financial statements. So she's really into empowering people. Before Sylvia started with me in the mastermind itself, she was feeling quite strangled by her part-time corporate job, which she has now officially left or has officially resigned from this week. And she's actually moved far away from just being a time for money bookkeeper and into being a financial coach. She's a trained NLP practitioner, an amazing, passionate woman who just wants to be of service. But until she actually had the framework of how to be able to sell and how to be able to package herself and message herself in the marketplace, she wasn't able to. Sylvia also has launched a beautiful new website and changed her business name from, oh my goodness, I've forgotten. It's Beautiful Money now. It was Bountiful Bookkeeping. Now she's actually got a company and a website called Beautiful Money, and I'm so excited for her because she is in full expression of herself, and that's what this art of elegant selling gives you. So now that we have talked about the sticking points, the mindset, the mastery, the step-by-step elegant sales funnel, and all of those bits and pieces, I would love to invite you to my solution. Now, again, I just want to reiterate to you that this is about adding value to you. So please don't feel that you are just being sold to. This is absolutely just an option for anyone who's watching that is interested in taking the next step with me. As I have mentioned in Sylvia and Jessica and Chris's case, all of them have been working with me in an amazing immersion mastermind specifically for women in their first 2 years of business called the Mind Money Mojo Mastermind. Now, I put this together because in my difference between my first and my second year, these were the 3 key aspects to my own growth. There was oh, I'm sorry, ladies, I haven't been looking at the... Oh. I'm sorry, I've just looked at the chat. Oh, no, everyone's good. Excellent. Sorry, ladies, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to investigate better internet next time. Sorry. Okay, so the Mind Money Mojo Mastermind is very much about putting together all of the tools and all of the practical business strategies, as well as all the mindset mastery techniques, and looking after yourself and making sure self-care is part of your business plan. And I put it all in one place, wrapped it all up in a tight little bow, and handed it out into the marketplace for the first time in February. We won't actually look at that. Sorry. I'm going to, oh, can I go to the next slide? Yes. I was going to play you a video, but we are running out of time. And Belinda says we can hear you. Yay. So does that mean that you can't see the slides, just the audio? Oh my goodness. So much for working in my co-working space so I had better internet. Sorry, ladies. So the Mind Money Mojo Mastermind is all about mastering your mindset, making friends with money, and stepping into self-care as an essential component of soulful success. What it includes is actually 15 entrepreneurs only, 12 months immersion, monthly mindset, money and mojo coaching, a monthly group soul strategy session, and a circle of soul sisters. Basically, in a nutshell, it's all the support, all the love, all of the best techniques and tools that I've ever used in all of my, yay, everyone can hear and see, woohoo, in all of my incarnations as both a health coach and a mindset coach and a self-love coach, and really, really taps into my passion of helping people, specifically women entrepreneurs, to achieve soulful success. You also actually have access to the Mind Money Mojo Academy, which has a truckload of resources, including a heap of global expert testimonies. Expert testimonies. That's hilarious. I used to be a forensic biologist, so I would give expert testimonies. In this instance, it's global expert interviews. Sorry about that, ladies. And it's really, really a sacred space for you to be able to step up into the next stage of business. It's something I'm very, very passionate about because I feel that there is a lot of people out there that are giving you the practical business stuff and they're giving you maybe the business strategy, but the mindset piece and the money consciousness is such a big deal. It's really, 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 really powerful to change those things. So finally, I want to introduce you to the beautiful Jodie Priest, who is another one of the Mind Money Mojo girls. She is a customer experience specialist and founder of the amazing charity called Inspiring Women. And Jodie has been part of the mastermind again for the last 6 months. And one of the things that she really noted in her video, and I'll tell you exactly where to find that in a second, was that she really was battling with a big sense of overwhelm and stuckness in her business. She had these two very different businesses, although they're both about giving amazing experiences and amazing transformation for women. She just didn't know how to tie them all together and message them in the marketplace. She has just had an amazing rebrand photo shoot, and that photo there is one of those. And the difference in Jodie, she shared with me in her interview, was very much about the fact that when she feels like she can get out into the marketplace, it means that she actually has confidence to do what she's very passionate about doing. And that's what this mastermind and also these types of practical business things like the Art of Elegant Selling gift to you. So here's a picture of the last intake. It is very much for women in business, their first to second year. You might be experiencing some success already, but you're kind of hitting your head against a brick wall. On the other hand, you might be just at the beginning of your journey and you really just want a safe place to keep focused, keep accountable, and blast through that bullshit so that you can avoid the first year struggle that I did and go straight to the second year of soulful success. So what do you do next? I'm going to use my own little Diva Whacker here. Let me see if I can actually make it pop up. Da-da-da! That's not the right one. Talking about technical difficulties. All right, I'm just going to tell you where to go. I hope that you can see a little picture to the side of your screen that has a little yellow circle that says apply now. But I'm thinking, given our little technical hiccup, that maybe you can't. But that's okay. Basically, Mind Money Mojo is open for applications right now and closes on the 15th of August, which is not too long away. Basically, to apply, you just need to fill out some application questions. If my team and I feel that you are a good match, again, I'm very upfront with who is and isn't a good match, we actually will make an appointment to speak with me by phone to have a non-pushy, no obligation sales conversation. And if you decide that Mind Money Mojo is for you for the next 12 months, the next step is that you get immediate access to the Mind Money Mojo headquarters and all the bonus materials. And your 12 months immersion begins on the 1st of September. Now, the first 5 people to sign up do get a bonus 3-hour strategy session with me, which is massive, which means that we dive in and get into the nitty-gritty of your business, where you want to go and make sure that your overall strategy is matching your end point. And I think the most important thing for me to get over to you right now is just to give you the real knowing in yourself that if you have that desire inside of you to deliver something to the world, you absolutely can do it. Some of the ways, like we spoke about in the first few slides, that you may be getting in your way is just with a bit of self-sabotage or lack of focus or whatever. But the thing that I continually hear from the 15 beautiful girls that are already in the Mind Money Mojo Mastermind, the first round, the foundation round with me, like the beautiful Chris, is that she has fun, she's supported, she actually has a mentor that can help her with mindset and practical business strategy, but also, most importantly, that she's kept accountable and focused. So the end game for her is incredibly, indelibly imprinted right before her eyes, and she knows that when she's actually got the support and the it's the community. Women in Circle are such an amazing, amazing force to be reckoned with. And this program is just lighting me up with that, because these girls that I'm working with, they're game changers. Chris helps people find their voice. Sylvia empowers women around money. Jody started an amazing world-changing charity. And Jessica's teaching us how to keep our kids healthy. What is more important than those things? And what really sucks is when we let our own mindset and our money crap and our lack of focus get in the way, because they are game-changing things. Now, if you are interested in the mastermind, I really encourage you to go over to the application page, which is at kyliepatchett.com/mindmoneymojo. I will write that in for you. It was supposed to be a very pretty button, but it's not working. Oh, you're going to love technology, don't you? Oh, there it is. Now, as I said before, all the full interviews, Chris's is actually about 20 minutes long. The others are about 10. I did include that little picture here about if your business mastermind doesn't have God crumping in it, it's not as cool as my business mastermind. We have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun and we get a lot done. The interviews for Jessica and also for Jody are also on that page. And I really encourage you, if you're even thinking about it or you just want some bloody good inspiration for business, go and listen to these women. They're game changers, and the ability to be in a program like Mind Money Mojo has just opened them up to the full expression of themselves. So again, I would love to be part of your success team. I've given away all of my all of my tips, and now I'm using them on you. Please come and apply at kyliepatchett.com/mindmoneymojo. Applications do close on the 15th. There is only 15 places, and we do have a truckload of applications already. However, we are hand curating the perfect group of women. I am very, very particular about who I work with because they do need to fit me. It is my greatest, greatest, greatest desire that I work with people that would get the most benefit and bring the most to the table. So if that sounds like you, or something in your heart is going, oh, this could be the answer, I really encourage you to come and have a look. And I really would like to reiterate to you that even if we have a chat, you are under no obligation to sign up. Scout's honour, or Brownie's honour, I was never a scout. Okay, so that's it in a bit, my beautiful girls. I was hoping to have that done and dusted before 9, and now I've kind of cut myself short a little bit. I would really love to just play you one last thing, which is just a little 5-minute video. And if you need to go, that's cool, just go. But this is me in a nutshell. This is why I do what I do, and I think that all of us, whether we're in business, whether we will actually ever work with each other personally or just know each other through these types of webinars, it's really important for me to spread this message. So just hang out for 5 minutes. Thank you for your patience, ladies. Apparently you could not hear the music. Oh my goodness. Oh, anyway, you get the picture. There is beautiful piano music to that clip, and it's something that I just made because I really wanted to communicate my deep love for helping women entrepreneurs into some sort of more visual medium. So in tying it all together, thank you so much for your time and attention. I know that it is a big ask to take a chunk of time out of any day, particularly during family time, if you have family or partners that you would rather be spending the time with. So thank you so much. I really encourage you to come across to the application page and come and say hello to me. And, you know, if we feel like a good fit, I would love, love, love to be part of the team that helps you to create soul-fueled success. So thank you so much for your time. Please let me know if there's any questions or queries. I'll go across the chat box actually just quickly. Okay. I wasn't swearing, luckily. I was actually doing things with paper, though. Sorry that you could hear that. All right, gorgeous women, thank you so much. Yeah, and please come and connect with me on Facebook at Kylie Patchett Tall Poppy Project, or Kylie Patchett on all other social media platforms. I'd love to be connected with you and have you be part of my community. So thank you so much, and we will speak with you soon. Bye-bye.